Namaste and welcome back to Waking Up with Mindful Serenity. Today we are not going to actually pull a question from the jar. We are just going to speak a little bit about the comments I've been getting and why I may not be responding. The whippersnipper's going outside there, so I may have to talk over that. I hope that you can see it rather than a disturbance. It's just a background noise of life and not to get too distracted from it. So, comments. I want to say I appreciate all your comments. The comments I get that are attached to this vlog, as well as the comments I receive in person. I appreciate and honor all comments. I may not respond to your comments only because though I appreciate and I hear and I assimilate and probably analyze all comments, I do not want to be attached to comments. So you may give me the most powerful and positive comments. I will not respond because I don't want to be attached to that. I don't want this to be about me feeding the ego that gets attached to comments either way. If you give me a negative comment, I will not respond because I do not want to react. I do not want to be attached as an ego to these comments. I'm not feeding the ego here, I guess is what I'm saying. So please forgive me if you do not get a response. It does not mean that I do not appreciate your comments and that I do not appreciate you because I do. I appreciate anyone that takes the time to listen to what I have to say and who gains anything from it, because this is why I'm here doing this, right? The thing that I want to mention too is that some of the comments I get, sometimes here, but mostly outside of here, are how I can improve the quality of my videos, how I can make this more YouTube friendly so that I gain more likes and more subscribers and more monetization and whatnot, more acclaim in the YouTube world. I want to stress that that is not why I am here. I appreciate your comments and I appreciate your desire to help, but that is not why I'm here. Sure, there's probably, you're absolutely right, and most of the people that tell me are very expert in this field, so they know how to make the video more, YouTube friendly and more something that people will more likely tap into and go through for the remainder of the time that I'm talking. But I am not here so much for that. I don't want it to be about this person that you're seeing. I'm not trying to influence anybody. I'm not a social influencer. I'm not a spiritual teacher. I'm not a leader by any means. I'm just this woman who's learning and coming here to share her learning, and who also has the selfish motivation to keep up with some skills that she has been graced with the opportunity of gaining over the years. So that's it. That's why I'm here. And I know the quality of these videos are far from perfect, and I know you know how I could make them better, and maybe someday I will want to make them better. Right now it's all about the message and me sitting here talking and sharing what I'm learning as if I'm talking to someone over a cup of tea. So no, I am not perfect. The videos are not perfect. And I'm not at the point right now where I would probably put a lot of effort into making them any better. Maybe someday I will. So thank you for your advice, and thank you for sharing your willingness to support me in making them better. And I may take you up on it in the future. But right now, if I don't respond to those invitations or suggestions, it's because it's not my intention to make this video perfect or more YouTube friendly. Though I appreciate the listeners and I want to make it easier for you to hear me and all that. So who knows what the future will bring. But for now, this is what you get, and this is who I am. But thank you. Thank you so much for the asking and suggesting that you have ways to make these better. One of the things I was offered as a tip to making it better was to make them shorter, because people's attention spans right now don't like to listen to big long rambles, especially if they go over 10 minutes. And maybe someone suggested you should keep them down to 3 minutes or close to 3 minutes. And I know I tried that with the concept exercise of doing a 4-minute response to a concept that I pulled from the jar. And I think that's a good time, 4 minutes. Gives me enough time to say what I have to say and gives the listener not too much time to distract away from or, lose their focus of attention. And I may do that. I may shorten these to 3 to 4 minutes. I just feel like when I come here, it's like I said, it's just not about this personality. It's like whatever I got inside just wants to express itself, if that makes any sense. And no, I'm not channeling. I'm just saying it's like one of those inner things. And it just wants to express itself, so it takes however long it takes to do so. And yes, they may be long and boring to many people, and even subscribers I have, maybe when they tap into a video, they're only listening to the first minute or two and then clicking off, and that's okay too. That's okay. I'm not asking anyone to listen the full gamut of my rampage, just as long as you feel comfortable. And maybe even then, if it's just 1 minute or two, maybe you're getting a minute or two or something that will positively enhance your life. Or maybe you're not, right? Maybe you're bored to tears after 2 minutes. That's possible too. But the thing is, I'm trying to suggest that I appreciate that suggestion to shorten them, and I may shorten some of them to 3 to 4 minutes. I'm not sure if I will keep up with the shortened form, however. So, there we go. But thank you. Thank you again for another amazing suggestion. And I really realize how that if I really want to have the attention span of many more individuals, it would have to be shorter. But maybe, I don't know if I'm seeking many more. And if that sounds at all defensive, that is not my intention, because I'm not one bit disturbed by that. I think that's a wonderful idea, and I agree. And who knows, maybe I will keep them short from here on in. The other thing someone had asked me is more hatha components, more of the asanas and the exercises, because I started this vlog as a yoga vlog to help people who was during COVID and people who couldn't come to the studio for classes. I was trying to get it out there for them, so I was doing some YouTube hatha videos. I have since then become very much attached to the chair. Yogis saying attached. Anyway, using the chair in yoga, not as a way of making the poses easier, but as a way of enhancing the yoga practice for those who are trying to get more muscle strength and endurance, because the chair actually can be used as a valuable tool in yoga to help with muscle strengthening. And if you have what I have, is osteoporosis, it can be very helpful in helping to maintain bone mass. As well, I also have a bit of GERD, and sometimes being all the way down, bending the body forward can aggravate that acid reflux. So when we use the chair, it alleviates much of that going forward, even though you're still getting the full benefit of the yoga poses that I include in the chair. So I may include more chair hatha yoga in the sessions in the future as well. Will they be perfect? No. Could they be, helped with a lot of these tips that people are willing to give me? Definitely. Will I go that route? Probably not now, but maybe in the future. So anyway, that being said, thank you so much for the comments. Thank you so much for listening. So thank you so much for the time, taking the time to offer your feedback in any form that it comes in. And I am truly appreciative of that. And I take all your comments to heart, believe me. That being said, that seems to be my new catchphrase, that being said. So you hear me saying it a lot. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and have an amazing day. Namaste.